Mr. Chavez and
Millie!
So good to see you guys here again. I hope you're doing well at home. Sorry, it's raining out. You can't get outside to play today, but soon you'll be able to. The weather will be nice, and hopefully we'll be able to see them soon here at Jubilee. We are so excited, so ready for you to come back. We hope you're doing good. We hope you're staying safe and being healthy at home. So we just miss you a lot, and we just hope to see you again. Like I said, I keep saying it because we really miss you guys. We want you to be back here with us to play so bad, but we know that time is coming really soon. So Millie, what have you been doing this week?
Well, this week we've been talking about examples.
Examples?
Yeah, like good examples and bad examples.
Wow, that's a good thing to talk about, because sometimes I think we forget what a good example is and what a bad example is. I hope you guys are able to get out your Bible apps and watch the Bible Adventures videos every single week, because they're really fun and they're really good and they're very helpful for us during this time to keep us busy. So, well, what have you learned about examples? Did you learn anything specifically?
Well, we talked about Joseph, how he was a really good example.
Oh, yes, he was a very good example. He had some really bad things happen in his life, like his brothers gave him away, and he ended up in jail for a little while.
Yeah.
And he could have had a very bad attitude, but he didn't at all.
Yeah.
He still trusted God and trusted that he was going to take care of him. And God did something big in his life, didn't he?
Yeah.
What did he do, Millie?
He got to be second in command. He almost was in charge of a whole country.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's amazing. Man, the Pharaoh did need some help during that time. There was a great famine in the land. That means there wasn't very much food. But Joseph, God used him, and he told Joseph what to do to make sure that the people were well cared for. See, Pharaoh had a dream, and God told Joseph what his dream meant, and then they were able to prepare. So that's how he got to be able to be second in command to the Pharaoh. That's pretty awesome. That's like being the vice president. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, so Joseph is a great example, and actually some people say that his story actually is a great example of how Jesus was too.
Really?
Yeah, it shows us a good picture in the Old Testament of what Jesus was like.
Wow.
And then when Jesus came, it was much like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was Jesus a good example?
Jesus was the best example. His example is the very best. Even in our Bible, it tells us what it says about that. Do you guys want to see Emily and Guy, what's his name?
Guy the Bible guy.
Yeah, Guy the Bible guy. They have a great way here on, let's get it. I got it. I'm going to share it with you. Are you ready? I'm going to bring my phone right up to the camera here so you can hear it and see it. Let's see if it works.
Friends, who do you think the best example we can copy is?
Jesus is the best example. Everything Jesus did was the right choice.
So if I copy Jesus, then I'll be a good example for others to copy too?
Now, do you know the answer to the question? How can I be a good example?
I can live like Jesus.
You know what you're talking about.
Guy, how can I find out how to live like Jesus?
You can read about Jesus in my favorite book, the Bible. Then you'll know how to follow in Jesus' footsteps.
I have a picture pass about that.
Friends, which one shows you where someone has walked?
It is the footprint. It reminds us to follow Jesus' example. Does God tell us to be a good example in his Bible?
Yes, he does. Friends, wiggle your ears if you're ready to learn the verse with me.
I'm wiggling my ears. Are you wiggling yours?
Super! Watch me. 1 Timothy 4:12. Set an example in what you say and in how you live. Whee!
Let's say it again.
Okay, repeat after me. 1 Timothy 4:12.
1 Timothy 4:12.
Set an example
Set an example
in what you say
in what you say
and in how you live. Whee!
and in how you live. Whee!
Friends, you sounded so good.
Dollars and donuts. I think I know it now. Let's say it together.
1 Timothy 4:12. Set an example
in what you say
and in how you live.
Whee!
Good job, friends. If you say and do kind.
That was awesome. You guys can find the rest of that on your Bible Adventure app and watch that story, Dreams Come True, and you'll learn that verse with Emily and Guy, the Bible guy.
Yeah.
That's a good one. And I think you're right. I think the Bible guy is right that Jesus is the best example,
Yeah.
and that we can follow his example by, what is that? In what we say and how we live. Yeah, what we say and how we live, that would be like how we treat our friends, I think, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think Jesus would hit his friends.
No, I don't think so. Do you think so, boys and girls? Do you think Jesus would hit his friends
Or lie.
or lie? Mm-mm. What if mom says no cookies until after dinner and we end up taking one? Is that a good way? No.
Jesus wouldn't do that.
He wouldn't do that. Would he use like unkind words to his friends, like say I don't like you or
No.
I don't want to be your friend?
Mm-mm.
No, that's not a good way. We have a really good, even though we can't see Jesus, we have a very good example to use right here. I showed it to you before, and so did Guy, the Bible guy, is our Bibles, right? It's a good way that we can live. It's all of God's words right here to show us how we can live like Jesus did, right?
Yeah.
I agree with that. I think it's so good. So, I think that you guys can live your lives just like Jesus by remembering anything that's kind and good and pure. You guys will know that it's God's way and not the devil's way. His way is not kind. It's not nice. And it's really mean and bad. Yeah, I agree. It's kind of like playing a game. Did you ever play that game, Follow the Leader?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Who do you think would be a good leader in our life?
I think Jesus is the best example.
he is the best example. I think
He should
he's
be
the
a
good
leader.
leader. So we should follow him. But I think that game Follow Leader gives us a good idea of what that's like. Do you guys like to play Follow the Leader? I do too. Maybe that would be a good thing to do with Mom and Dad tonight, is play a game of Follow the Leader and see who can keep up with the leader. And if they fall away, then we have to say, come on, get back up, right? And not say, oh, you can't play anymore. Because that wouldn't be kind, would it? No, that wouldn't be kind. So, well, we hope you guys have a good rest of your week. We hope that you are able to go ahead and follow Jesus in what you say and how you live this week. We put a little challenge out to you. If you're doing some good and kind things out there while you're at home with Mom and Dad, please post them down in the comments. We love to see what you guys are doing at home and how you're helping one another out at home, or maybe helping somebody else. So let us know in the comments, and we will see you guys next week. All right, have a good week. We'll see you next time. Bye.